pass the first phase of selection for the Chevening scholarship, you have to meet the bare minimum requirement, bare minimum criteria for the scholarship. And one of the criteria is meeting the 2,800 hours work experience after graduation. Now, the work experience is accumulation of your full-time job, you have your part-time, internship, and volunteering. They make up the 2,800 hours, which is roughly 2 years. How do you calculate that? So if you're working Monday to Friday, that's like 5 days, and you work for 8 hours every day, that will be 35 hours per week. Some people work for 9 hours, okay? Remember, you have a lunch. So if 35 hours, how many weeks are in a month? 4 weeks. So 35 times 4. That gives you 140 hours per month. You are going to work for roughly 10 months per year, because you may be having like 1 month holiday and other holidays, okay? Public holidays. Now, so you have 140 times 10, that gives you 1,400. So 1,400 per year, multiply that by 2, gives you the 2,800 hours. That's how you calculate the hours. But that's just for full time. Let's say, so if you have part-time, you just add, okay? That's just the basic calculation you need to know. Because if you don't meet this minimum requirement, you're not going to be selected. You're not going to move from even the first phase, because the first phase is for them just to look at this bare minimum requirement. Are you from a Chevening country? Do you meet this 2,800 work experience hours? If you don't, you're not going to move even the first phase, because there are phases. After that, they will look at the essays. The essays will be like, I think the next step to interview. Of course, interviews will be like the last one, okay? So know how to calculate that. If it's part-time, just calculate. If you worked for an organization for like 2 months, just check how many hours per day, and you multiply that by week. They multiply how many weeks in a month. Just simple. This is easy for you to calculate, okay? It's so easy. Volunteering. And remember, they're not going to, the reality is that it's not like they're going to tell you in the application that what you've put here is wrong, okay? So once you put, the system will calculate to see whether you meet the minimum requirement. So if you put like 9 hours like per day or per week, you put 40 hours, they will calculate and be able to tell you how many hours, okay? So you will put the time when you started working to the end date, then you put the number of hours per week. You should be able to, the system will calculate that. So it's easy. I hope that's clear, okay? I'm going to do up more videos. The next video will be the criteria, I think, which is key, the whole criteria now, okay? So look out for that video. And yesterday, I gave a brief intro about the Chevening scholarship, and we are going to look at all the basic things. I will record a video on the essays that is key.